for the first few examples, we're going to be using the base exponent property. If you can write each side of an exponential equation with the same base, then you can drop the base and set the exponents equal to each other in an equation and then solve. And I can write both sides of this exponential equation as powers of 2. I can write 32 as a power of 2 with a base of 2. So I'm going to do that. So I have the left side already as a power of 2, and on the right side I'm going to change 32 to 2 to the 5th. So now both sides of my equation are written with the same base of 2, and now I can drop the base and lose it completely and bring those exponents down into an equation and just solve them as a regular equation. So I will add 7 to both sides and divide by 3, and I get 4 as a final answer. Okay, this second problem, I have 2's and 8's, and I can write 8 as a power of 2. So let's change that 8 to 2 cubed. I'll bring this second 2 to the negative 8x down, and then this final 8 I'm going to write as 2 cubed. And that's being raised to the x squared. Now when you raise a power to a power, you multiply your exponents. So this is really just 3x squared. I actually multiply the 3 and the x squared together to get 3x squared. And when you multiply like bases, you add the exponents. So I'll have 2 cubed is equal to 2 to the negative 8x plus 3x squared. So when I raise a power to a power, I multiply my exponents. 3 raised to x squared is really just 3x squared. And then I have 2 like bases that are being multiplied together, so then you just go ahead and add your exponents. And now I have the situation that I had on the left. I have both sides of my equation written with the same power, so I get to drop that base, bring down the exponents into an equation, and then I'm going to go ahead and solve that. This is quadratic, so I'll just move everything to one side, put all my terms in order, and then go ahead and factor. And then we need factors of 3x squared in first position and factors of 3 in last position. And we're going to put a minus in front of 3 and a plus in front of the 1, and I believe that is factored correctly. We have 3x squared minus 9x plus 1x minus 3. That looks good. And then each factor gets set equal to 0 and solved. So this factor, we're going to subtract 1 and divide by 3. And the second factor, we're just going to add 3 to both sides, and you get x equals 3. Okay, C. I want to see if I can write both sides of this equation with the same base, and I can. 64 can be written as a power of 4. So the right side I'm going to change to 4 cubed, and now I have both sides of my equation with the same base. So I get to drop that base and bring down the exponents into an equation and then solve. So we get 2x is equal to 14, and then x is equal to 7. Now you're not going to always be able to write both sides of your exponential equation as a power with the same base. So we're going to have to use another technique in example 2.